So it's gonna be forever, or it's gonna go down in flames. You can tell me when it's over, if the high was worth the pain. Got a long list of ex-lovers, they'll tell you I'm insane. 'Cause you know I love the players, and you love the game.
So hello! So we're going to start by applying a concealer, and this is the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer, just in the dark areas of my eyes, my dark circles, and any other spots and imperfections I may have in my face in the moment, just like that. Awful little really big spots that I've got going on my forehead in that moment. And just over this, my matte mineralized skin finish foundation. I'll be applying this with my finger so I can reach every single spot on my face and just cover everything in a uniform and nice way. But I will be blending this with the beauty blender, and later on I just like to wait a couple of minutes and then go with a stippling brush in circular motion so I can just get rid of any harsh lines and just give me a quiet airbrush finish. So I'll just leave you with the film. And now I'm just powdering my face to set everything in place so you won't go anywhere. And now I'm just choosing this blusher. I'm saying just too much. And this is a blusher that has kind of a highlighter tone to it. So it's a soft pink that goes a bit to the peachy side, and it has lots of shimmer to it. So you will have a really glowing skin. That's the whole idea behind this. And for contouring, I want something that's just the tiniest bit, because Taylor does not have a ton of contouring and bronzer in this video. So it's just something quite soft, a really light shade. So whatever works for your skin tone, something that's not too dark. So don't go crazy with Laguna. If you're like me or lighter, don't go with Laguna or something a bit crazy like this. So now for highlighter, I chose this is Booty Call by Naked 2. Yes, this is Booty Call by Naked 2, and I chose this because it's quite a just really shimmery and quite champagne-y shade. She doesn't have something too gold or too pink, so this is kind of in between, a nice champagne colour. So now moving on to eyes, I started by using my Urban Decay Primer Potion. You can use any primer that works for you and you have that just hanging around in your house. First palette I'm going to be using is this Quad by Revlon, and this is in Addictive Intoxicant. I'll be using the first shade as a lid shade to give me this. She has a quite light shade going on in the biggest part of her lid, something quite neutral. And just the shade of your skin that will work just fine. Now instead of a black pencil, I'll be using this Crave pencil eyeliner by Urban Decay, and just lining the outer half of my lid of my lash line. Nothing too major because we will be smudging this out later. This is just a base to give this greyish tone, something that's dark but not as harsh as black. So just be doing this and creating this triangle shape quite big on the outer corner, and taking a smudger brush, I'm just pushing this and bringing the colour a bit onto my lid. Now using my Hold My Glaze palette by MAC, I'm taking the shade Hold My Gaze. It's a But it's actually just a greyish shade. Any grey that you may have, it's quite light. I'd say medium shade of grey. Because those eyes are quite, I mean, the shades of the eyes are quite cold. So I'm using this as my crease colour to just define my eyes and get the shape of her eyes. It's quite a cat eye shape. And we'll be taking this angled brush and just applying this on the lower lash line because she doesn't have that much shade going on under her eyes, but she does have a nice definition and a nice amount of shadow in there. You get me right. Now, I'm not quite sure about this, but I could swear I saw a bit of a bluish shade in her eyes. So I'm taking the shade that's just underneath it. It's called Deep Secret. And I'll apply this on my outer corner and defining a bit more the crease with a blending brush. Not too much, as I said, the tiniest amount. And I did mix this with the Hold My Gaze, so blue and grey together, and just smudging things. Now I'm taking my MAC, this is I think is the MAC or the NYX, can't remember now, but this type of pen eyeliner, and I'll be creating the cat eye shape that she's got going on. And again, smudging is because we want a certain amount of definition going on in the liner, but it's not a super defined like a pin-up cat eye. It's not like this, and you can't forget to have this I can't talk today. You can't forget to have the lid shade ensures that you can see it, so reapply it when it's needed. And I'm taking the same highlighter shade that I used in my face, which is Booty Call by Naked Palette 2, and applying this in my inner corner and brow bone. As for mascara, I'm using my favorite one at the moment, and this is the Clamp Crusher by CoverGirl. Any mascara that will separate your lashes and gives you this false lash effect will work just fine. And I did forget to apply a clear gel brow. She doesn't have a Taylor's blonde, and she doesn't have a really strong brow look. So for me, the perfect thing would be to just don't do anything. I didn't do anything to my brows. But if you have a lighter shade of brows, I'd say just a tiny bit would do. Now for the lips, I'm applying the NYX lip liner in red and lining my lips. I'm giving myself this kind of harsh Cupid's bow look because she has a quite defined lip. And this is Monte Carlo by NYX as well, the soft matte lip cream, if I'm not mistaken, but I think that's it. And last but not least, I'm using it's not a super strong red color, but this is a red shade by, I will be writing right here, the color, but this is by Victoria's Secret. And just cleaning the edges. And there you go, this is the final look, guys.
Screaming, crying, perfect storms. I can make all the tables turn.
So this is the final look, and I hope you guys like it. And it's actually one of the looks that she wore in the video, because I believe that is about 3 looks in total, but I chose the first one because I just thought was a bit more iconic and kind of in the middle of the last and the more dramatic. So if you guys would like to see one of the other 2 looks Taylor wore in the video, just make sure to leave it written. Just let me know down below in the comment section, and I would love to do it for you guys. Don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss a video. Don't forget to like this video if you did like it, share if you would like anyone to see this video, because sharing is caring. And don't forget to leave me comments down below, because I love to read you guys' comments about any other suggestions of makeups I should do, or any other videos that I should do next. And yeah, that's everything. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys very soon. Bye! And it doesn't cost you anything, just, you know, if you're planning on getting your hair cut, think about getting a nice amount of it cut. You know, change is nice, and plus short hair is fashionable now, so, you know, why not? And